For those of you still wondering, this is Tour Guide. My name is Tour Guide Perry. I have something called autism. Because I am autistic, I have sensory issues. On Tour Guide, we go to tourist attractions such as theme parks, museums, zoos, etc., so that we can see how sensory friendly they are, so that you, the viewer, can be prepared when you go to these places, and so that these places can be prepared to make their places more sensory friendly for us. Class dismissed.
All their patterns are different, so you can tell them apart.
I love that.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
Thank you for being nice to me.
Yeah, he's a good snake.
This is the aquatic area. I don't know if that's the actual term for it, but as you can see, it's very dimly lit, which I like very much. I find it to be very calming back here. Look, it's Dory! That was a Disney reference, by the way. It's irrelevant for me to do this, but I'm demonstrating just for the sake of doing so. For kids or smaller adults, there is the stepping stool that looks like a rock. And my camera guy needs this. I really do like these windows because it kind of makes you feel like you're in there with them. Look at that. We get sandworms. It's doom. I like jellyfish. Painful, but so elegant. Alright, so we're here at the rainforest. This is the entrance that's supposed to be like a rainforest house. And you know, you can learn about different species that live in the rainforest. And then we go into room 1103, which is the rainfall. Yay! Look at all of this. Ooh, geez. All right, so some loud animals in here, but it's a little alarming, but they're all enclosed. So the case is within, it's very warm in here, it's 2 days of that too. But it's interesting. And it's dimly lit too, so not particularly alarming, just be ready for the noise. In the room plan. Control the environment, but and then there's a bird that's supposedly in there. Oh man, way up there. Look at that. Look, there's a large bird up there too. Wow. What do we have here?
So this is our touch today.
Touch
Everything is over the same right here. You can place it on.
Okay.
So if you want to start right here, you take 2 fingers just like that, and I love your shirt.
Thank you so much.
And just feel right there in the middle. That is a chocolate chip sea star.
Oh no. Does His name is Floyd.
Okay, I support that.
Okay.
100%. What about this one? Yeah, this is called Nobby 16. Right in the middle.
Wow.
Is that Boyd?
Sure.
Okay. You can with those two fingers. But I would not want to step on one.
Yeah.
See,
Ooh.
yeah, those spiky pokies. And then that is a...
So here's the Explore More Collection section of the planet, and you can see there's a lot of taxidermy in there. Now, I mean, I don't know if this goes for, it doesn't go for everybody, but I'm kind of freaked out by taxidermy. They look real. They're not, I mean, they were real, but assumingly, but they're not. But there's something about the things that look alive that aren't, that scare me. So I'm choosing not to look directly at the taxidermy or get particularly close to it. And that's totally normal, okay? Don't look at me like that. It's totally normal. And yeah, I don't know why it's here, but it is here. So be aware. Jeez. So you can push a button here on this display, and it lights up the different regions in which you can find these ecosystems. And then it plays music that goes along with that region as well. Isn't that fun? Here's the kids science section where the little ones can play and explore with water and shapes and other sciencey things. We're not going to go in there because, well, you don't want kids on film, okay? All right. I'm really kind of not, I don't like elevators that much because they're kind of cramped and they, ooh. Yeah, and you can see out of this one. So I'm going to choose to look this way because, I don't like moving without actually moving. Does that make sense? And stuff, but it's set up like an art gallery essentially. So if you want a nice, quieter place in the museum, this is probably one of the nicer places to do it. Station here. I don't know if I'm supposed to be back here, but I don't care. So they have a very bland room here, and it's not stimulating. And you get to have a little bed if you want it. They got some books to read to your kid if they're wanting to settle down. You got a bathroom here as well. It's a nice little place to decompress if your little one is feeling overwhelmed.
Let's explore and discover together.
I don't know how I feel about this.
Hello there, my name is Kira, and welcome to the Tech Innovation Lab, where you are entering the world of artificial intelligence. Discover how AI can help you learn new technologies and digital skills. Access full topics on our Springboard platform by scanning the QR code below. Be sure to look behind me into this amazing lab, where you can explore the latest in generative AI and create your own story. You can always ask me questions about the space, AI, Springboard, or Discovery Place science. I hope you have a wonderful time learning and exploring.
Can I talk now? Kira, how long have you worked here? Okay. Kira, what is the Discovery Place? When was Discovery Place opened? Do you know that? I'm just trying to have a conversation. It's two ways. Take 3 guesses to figure out what this is. Here you can learn about how you can start in architecture. So obviously I'm not going to do any good at this, but the idea is to build a structure and hopefully you get something that'll make a building. I think that's what this is for. I don't know. I don't stop to read all the placards, okay? So I that kind of defeats the purpose of a museum, doesn't it? But anyway, you get the gist, right? You know, look at this. It's a platform. It was a platform, and you can do all this here at Discovery Place, where a kid can be a kid. That's Chuck E. Cheese.
Sam's Club.
With design. Look at, wow. There's never been anything like this before or after, and I'm just making stuff up as I go along now. But that's something fun if your kids like to put together things, you know, like, you know. Jeez, I'm making a whole mess over here. Here's a thing where you can, I'm probably gonna break this. Essentially, this is a pulley system. You can essentially lift yourself up. You get the idea. I have no muscle tone in my hands, so I really can't do it, but there you are. You can, let's see what this one is. It has, well, it's supposed to have this level of, maybe the balls used to go up there. That's cool. It's science. Be careful with this one. It's the lariat chain, and ooh. So you don't want to grab it too hard because it feels a little weird, a little metallic. It might surprise you a little bit, okay? We can lift these balls here, and then this will apparently go flying. Let's see what happens. Whoa! Let's try it again, more violently this time. I have a feeling that bell was supposed to ring. Oh yeah, this is the bed of nails. Oh, it's already prickly.
Somebody shot.
Oh, it's mom's bed. Look at that, I'm on nail. Flippy. Oh! That's uncomfortable. Is that what acupuncture is supposed to feel like? Yeah. It is. It's really uncomfortable. You can grab the rope, pull it back as far as you can, and then watch the ball. Wow! Science. You can steer these boats with wind. There's wind coming in this direction because the arrow's pointing this way. So, we turn it this way. Go. about once a month, the Discovery Place has this event. Sometimes it's differently themed for adults. They open the museum at night and adults can come in and have adult beverages that are science themed, and they can play around with the exhibits. And I've been to it. It's actually a lot of fun, but not too much fun because, you know, there's liabilities. But they have live shows too, by the way, where you can guess what's going to come out of the box. You know, it's great. That the children have made, I assume that these are children made. They could be made by anybody, actually. There's no physical proof to, you know. But, well, now, hey, I call this toucan sand. It doesn't look anything like a toucan. He loves Fruit Loops. It's from Hudley H.
Oh, I get it. I see it.
Looks more like a penguin to me, but, you know, whatever.
Okay.
Children are stupid.
Well,
as we
yeah.
established in the last episode. It is sponsored by Lowe's, Home Improvement Warehouse. I'm sure thinking over here. Look at how hard I'm thinking. That's actually my constipation face. Can you hear that? And this is something that I totally ran into accidentally. You can make music with the dots on the floor. Yeah.
you good?
That's what happens when you try to make music, man. This is why you leave it to the professionals, and why I never became a professional. But what is it? That's for all you Craig Ferguson fans out there, but what is it? There's another, well, I forgot that these are made for children. I was starting to get a little overwhelmed and overstimulated. This is all recycled things. So, recycled cardboard. I don't know where this has been. Look, it's string. If I wanted to, I could make a random thing out of this, but I don't want to because we're running out of time. And so, look, you got a rubber band, and you got a popsicle stick, and you got pieces of paper with random ass papers. You got I think this is a straw or a candle, I don't know. What's over here? Same stuff. And so you get things like a house. You can make a house. What you can do is you can cut tape. Look at that. 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 What you can do is you can cut cardboard. Look at that. 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 See, Mrs. Coleman, I can cut on the line and cut a straight line now. So you can suck that. Believe it or not, I've actually had nightmares about this. This is the IMAX theater. It's a large planetarium. Boy, I'm already getting dizzy. I haven't even entered the room yet. I had a crippling fear of this as a child, and I still do to this day, actually. So might take me a minute to figure this out. Look at that.
I'm severely areophobic, which is making this, look at that, they got cup holders. But one thing that I tend to do is I like to lie down and feel the earth underneath me. Feel how, ooh, I just shouldn't have looked over there. I like to feel grounded when I have anxiety like this. And it brings me back down, the gravity, I can feel the gravity. And so it doesn't feel like my bones are going to shoot out of their skin when I'm about to have a panic attack. And so I'm doing this, I'm closing my eyes, and I have this unparalleled access to a world-class theatrical experience that nobody else is getting right now because I'm special. And this is so bizarre.
Hey, it's me again. So what did we learn today on the tour guide? Learned a lot about me, a lot about you, a lot about Discovery Place, and how Discovery Place is a cool place where you can learn something new, and that I'm a total idiot. Until next time.